One-Eyed Jack. I was on board with you from the start on Hill, and it's 100% was because of his off-the-field crap. Greer and company should have known better. That's the interesting part about all of that is that they didn't want to pay him. I don't know what happened in that building, okay? But they weren't going to pay him. They weren't going to guarantee the money. And the interesting part is I don't know what media member said it outside of me to not guarantee him the money, because I remember a lot of people were like, no, he's so important. You got to guarantee him and keep him happy and all that bullshit. So that's the interesting part. It's really easy now to come out after the fact or say trade him after the fact. That's lazy. That's lazy media now. Lazy media are the people that are saying to cut him now or trade him or move on from him or any of that stuff. That's lazy media. Okay? That's lazy media playing the game after the fact. And that's where church and state get divided here. And that's where we have a problem with this situation. And a lot of you are the same. And you all were on the Tyreek bandwagon. And now you're off the Tyreek bandwagon, but you can't get off of it because you're stuck with it. And it's a frustrating thing. So when I see media members talk or write or whatever about the Tyreek situation, that's lazy. He was a problem for the last couple of years. Why did you wait till now? I don't get it. And that's why we're in this situation, because people just don't actually look. It's a dynamic. It's the same thing. I talked about a little bit about it yesterday. It's the same dynamic that we have with X. I ran out of patience with X, with all the knee surgeries, all the off the field issues, all that kind of stuff. And when he had the 10 interceptions, I said, man, this is the time you got to get off the bandwagon right now. The problems aren't going to ever stop. But the problem is that you all just want to win no matter what, at any cost. So after the 10 interceptions, keep X. After the back-to-back 1,700 plus yard seasons, oh no, you can't part ways with Tyreek. And now everyone wants to part ways with Tyreek. But okay, but you can't. Unfortunately, they need to win. We've talked about the math. It does not jive. But what needs to change is the media and you, the fans. We're part of the problem, not part of the solution. Not enough of you had the balls to say after X even had the 10 interceptions, you know what? It's great that he had it, bro, but this guy is an idiot. He's going to continue to get into trouble. He's going to continue to get injured. And right now is a great time. This guy's not going to have a long career. Let's get out of it. Nope. It's too intoxicating. And you are, it's like talent is a drug. And talent is the drug that either takes you to a championship or buries you in the abyss. And some of you out there, you all need to check yourselves. Some of you in the media, you need to check yourselves. It can't be all about winning. It has to also be about the team, about the front office, about the ownership, about the fan base, about the community. You also have to represent, dude. There has to be a part of you that can't deal with watching X do all stupid shit off the field constantly, in trouble with all kinds of women, all kinds of crap, and then one knee surgery after another. And because he has the intoxicating season, you think it's going to continue. And you're willing to deal with all the bullshit. And now you all want to get off the Tyreek Hill bandwagon when he was the same freaking idiot he is now. He was last year, he was the year before. So many of you are a bunch of hypocrites. A ton of you are a bunch of hypocrites. A ton of you in the media, you're a bunch of fucking phonies, dude. You have no balls. All you do is play a clickbait game with everybody. And deep down inside, you might know what is the right thing to write and talk about, and yet you don't do it because all you care about is let's stir it up so we can get more views and more clicks. Instead of saying, no, dude, Whiteside, you're a punk. You don't deserve $100 million. Pat Riley, don't give it to him. Intoxicated. Dolphins, X, you know what he is. You know how he breaks down constantly. Don't get in love with the 10 interceptions. Use it as motivation to make your team better now. You would have been able to go get a couple of picks and you would have gotten out of the headache. Same thing with Tyreek. You could have gotten right off the bandwagon at the end of this season. And now you wouldn't have to deal with all this shit. And the worst part about it is now you've got to count on Tyreek for this season to save your ass. The people in the front office need to count on that loser to keep their jobs. Mike McDaniel has to count on that loser to keep his job. You, the fan base, you got to count on that loser so you can have a satisfactory season. You ain't winning shit, but let's maybe have a satisfactory season. So the Tyreek Hill thing should be a reminder to a lot of you out there that you need to check yourselves. Okay? You need to check yourselves. You guys need to raise the bar. It can't be just about winning because eventually Cecil Collins will burn you. I'm sorry. It's just like, how many of these F-ups have you ended up really cashing in from? What, Jimmy Butler? And you cashed in because it was the bubble year, and the other one was because Giannis and Embiid were injured. So you got, breaks. But all these teams that keep counting on scumbags like Lawrence Phillips or whatever it is that you want to count on to bring onto your team, notice what the end result is. So as intoxicating as the talent may be, you've got to draw the line at one point or another and say, we've got to part ways. But now it's too late. Now it's lazy media. It's lazy fans. Oh, now let's cut Tyreek. No, dude, you should have had some balls and some foresight, and you should have said it last year. Don't give him the money, but you got intoxicated. X, don't guarantee, move him now after 10 receptions. You got intoxicated. Oh, no, we'll fix Whiteside. You got intoxicated. Oh, no, Dion Waiters. No, those 27 games, that's reality. That's who he's going to be. No, he's not. You got intoxicated. Willie Williams. Oh, best linebacker in the country, number one recruit. We spent a year talking about this guy. 2 years. What happened? You counted on him, and guess what? You counted on something you shouldn't count on, and you got burned. You got intoxicated. So this whole Tyreek situation and many of the others that I've talked about, check yourselves. Media, fans, check yourselves. Have some balls. Come out and say, no, dude, It's time to move Jimmy Butler a couple of years ago. Don't give him the contract. It's time to move X after 10 interceptions. But no, you want to keep playing with a bad character. Keep getting burned, man. Go ahead, South Florida. Keep getting burned. Go ahead, South Florida media. Keep getting burned. Keep playing the clickbait game. Okay? That's what happens to a lot of people. You all play the clickbait game because it's a lot better to play the clickbait game to keep the story alive. Instead of just being honest and saying, man, this is what these people are. Let's move on from them. It's not that important to win. And in the end, did you win anything? You got intoxicated. You got doped out. And guess what? Now you end up in rehab and rebuild every single time.